People leaving New York City, another sanctuary city. Perhaps the fact that so many are leaving New York City partially explains their refusal to enforce immigration law. What does the fact that people are leaving New York City in great numbers have to do with their insistence on being a sanctuary city? A few days ago, I pointed out that Chicago was one, defying new Attorney General Jeff Sessions on the enforcement of immigration law, and two, facing depopulation as people flee the area. I suggested that these two things might be connected. So there's a big reason for Rahm Emanuel to welcome illegals, to slow down Chicago's descent into another Detroit and its transformation into a ghost town. Obviously, immigration enforcement would not only hasten the depopulation of Cook County, which is where Chicago is located, but it would slow down the flow of illegals to the city. They would no longer perceive Chicago as a place where they will be insulated from ICE and have less incentive to move there. As sanctuary cities rebel against the Trump administration, it is worth investigating if other besides Chicago are facing demographic problems because of their other, quote, progressive policies. At the time, I had only information about Chicago. I was only guessing that the same thing might be going on in other sanctuary cities. For instance, I didn't know if a lot of people were leaving New York City. All I knew was that Mayor Bill Deblasio is a defender of his policies to encourage illegal aliens to move there. But now the New York Post reports that, like Chicago, residents are leaving New York City at an alarming rate. More people are leaving the New York region than any other major metropolitan area in the country. More than 1 million people moved out of the New York area to another part of the country since 2010, a rate of 4.4%. The highest negative net migration rate among the nation's large population centers, U.S. Census records show. The number of people leaving the region, which includes parts of New Jersey, Connecticut, the lower Hudson Valley, and Long Island, in 1 year swelled from 187,034 in 2015 to 223,423 in 2016. While the numbers of international immigrants settling in the tri-state area dwindled from 181,551 to 160,324 over the same period, records show. The story spins the issue in a preposterous direction, claiming that the numbers of people leaving New York City are caused by an improving national economy. Then, buried deep in the story, we get this startling admission, emphasis added. The population of the New York region still grew 2.7% from 2010 to 2016, thanks to foreign arrivals and birth records show. New York City, the main driver of the region's population, is on track to have 8.6 million people by 2020, from a current population of 8.5 million, according to July 16 records. But that area's growth rate is slowing down. So no wonder that Deblasio refuses to enforce immigration law. While the story doesn't address how many of the immigrants are present in the country illegally, the number is probably quite high. For these cities, enforcing immigration laws is a threat. Without immigration, they would have to address their policies that are driving residents away. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Thank you for watching.